All right, what's up, you guys? So, last time I did a basketball video was like, what was it? It was the conference finals, right? It was the conference finals. Point is, that was the first basketball video. I didn't touch on the finals, the highlights there, because it was a long season, and I didn't touch on the final game mostly because the game was good. Don't get me wrong, it was good, but yeah, the Bucks kind of went on a little bit of a killing streak, like they just kind of went ham and they were like, all right, you know what? Yeah, let's just win. Let's actually win. Like for once, let's win the championship like we're supposed to. And yeah, so they turned up, and I think we all saw that happening in Game Six. Around the third quarter, it was kind of obvious, but yeah, I'm sorry about that. If someone saw the previous video and was like, all right, I guess he's gonna do the final, and then it never happened. Yeah, that might happen this season. No promises. But yeah. So speaking of games, though, one of my favorite games in the last, what was it, like 5 years since I've seen a game that good, was Game 7 of these two teams, Nets and Bucks. And the reason I'm doing this is because the NBA's real season has started. Off season has been going on a little bit. I have kept track of stuff. Nothing too big of note. I will say the Warriors are doing nicely. The Warriors are doing nicely. Uh, everyone else is kind of doing as expected. There is some cool, stuff here that, you got Lowry in the Heat. You got, a few different things. What's going on with the 76ers. That's a different, tons of things I would touch on, but we just came here for the highlights. So I'm going to actually jump right into it, and then we'll talk while it's happening. So we're going to start in 3, 2, 1, go.
Yeah, it's a surprising start, not just because it's these five, but
yeah,
because very rarely last year
did
the Nets play
Giannis
big.
on the first dribble. He's on the, well, I guess second dribble. But that's the first. I'm going to be honest. I don't, because with the whole Kyrie stuff and everything happening, I mean, they got Harden. They got Durant, but I don't know how this is going to turn out, honestly. I can see it go either way, but I'd probably say it's at least just going to be like 10 points or less of a difference. Okay. How the defense was poor there. That was okay. Well, the defense was good. It's just I feel like Giannis had trouble on the layup there.
Not at all.
That was nice. It's pretty deep.
They really don't have
I want to see Durant, like, because Durant makes me, with games against the Bucks now, Durant makes me the most nervous. Because after what happened last game, bro, literally toeing the line. See Harden with the shove there, though? Giannis is going in. I'll probably give it to the Bucks. Okay. A little bit cheeky drive, but okay. Took it out to the outside. They're going strong right now, but still just the first quarter. Good start on their part. On their part. They got the momentum. Okay. Giannis has his, I also saw on Twitter people were making a big deal that Giannis has like a jump shot now. Not like a 3-point jump shot, but I'm just saying like he has an actual jump shot. That was good. But I don't know about that. It's kind of early to say. I'm a Giannis fan over anything else on this court right now, but even I was like, not that he can't shoot from far, but I was like, okay. Oh, okay. Harris with the
winning an NBA championship for the first time.
There's still 15-point difference there. Like
Harden drive and kick. Mills always ready. And the 3-ball goes down for Patty Mills. He's made 3 of them here in the opening quarter. Switch. Harden.
Oh, bro. The Bucks are almost on 40 points by the end of the first.
I know that you mentioned earlier when we spoke.
They're all offense. They're all offense.
On both sides of the ball. How do you assess that so far?
Harden with the counterattack, though. Okay, crossover. Hey, was that 3?
Sandro Mamukelashvili, the rookie from Seton Hall, is in. Patty Mills is scorching hot.
They got 30.
12 more field goal
31,
attempts
but they broke 30.
in this first half. Harden likes the
No, the
matchup
Bucks are
against
kind of slipping a little bit.
Count it for 3.
The second quarter, though.
And now Steve Nash changed
Yeah,
matchup. And
Nets are
James
coming in a little
Johnson
bit. Giannis
will
with
go
the...
on Giannis.
Oh,
Okay.
Without much success.
more muscle there, but they kind of like...
off the inbounds. He's got 15 points.
Right
like-
now, it's been easy for Milwaukee.
Harden, step back.
Announcers are saying it's been easy for Milwaukee. I mean, at the beginning, yeah, but I can see some pressure.
Claxton,
To be fair, though, they haven't done more than...
And that leaves Grayson Allen open.
Like, they haven't made it less than 10 points of difference. They're pressing hard. Well, they should, though, because, like, their toughest team to go against was easily the Nets. Easily. That was a finals series. I won't argue. It was. Sounds are great, but still.
Put a copyright on it for Chris Middleton.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, they don't have Kyrie. I'm not saying they need Kyrie that much. Like, if they, you know, experience beats it all, right? They got a second year with this team. You know, with
This
Harden,
next team, before they got
with
these All-Stars,
Kyrie, you know,
they were that team.
not Kyrie,
they
sorry,
epitomized
Durant.
The next man up attitude. They're hoping
Like, actually
to
not
continue
injured
that this
Durant.
season without Kyrie.
so like, there's a lot to go with that. When you have like a second year going in. Still though,
I mean, guys have to know who they're going to go out and compete with every day.
Kevin
damn,
Durant competing from three-point territory. He's got 9.
not bad.
Durant floats it.
I'll also be
over
reacting
Lopez.
to the
And it's
Lakers-Warriors game later today. But I'll probably make some separate videos because
Joe Harris.
I just wanted to see this game.
J for 3.
The highlight literally came out like 40 minutes ago.
Antetokounmpo tries to get around Durant.
Bro,
Somehow gets it to go, and the foul.
Whoa, and one, damn. I actually thought he didn't get that.
The flip doesn't go. Claxton
That was
secures it.
impressive, bro.
Under a minute to go. The bounce. The
Jeez.
play. Durant
That was
upstairs.
nuts.
And
Did you
Blake
see the
Griffin
pass
on a
went
rack
to the
attack.
layup?
He said they needed to take care of the basketball. It's what you two
Or to
have
say
been
an
talking about
alley.
the entire first half. Too many
Okay.
offensive rebounds they're allowing, and their pace on the offensive end was also not to their liking.
They're kind of okay now. Now we're okay. Never mind. They were at 60. Like they were both in the 60s, and then I was like,
Claxton is
oh.
fouled. And a
They broke
chance
into
at a
70.
three-point play. He finishes through the contact.
Since his days with the Nets as a defender.
Durant using the Claxton screen. Durant
Okay.
elects to do it himself.
Yeah.
And that's the right
Nice.
decision.
So they're putting Claxton into a lot of pick and rolls because they know that won't
I
result
mean,
in a switch. Durant
I'm not gonna
gets
speak too soon.
space.
I'm not gonna speak. It's the third, but I'm not gonna speak too soon.
He
Fourth quarters are
anticipated a
scary.
foul from
I
Lopez.
don't want to make any guesses.
Euro.
Nice.
Some English on it.
That was some big
And
three-step
take
right there.
advantage when Milwaukee has to go to the bench. This still got a chance to be a great game.
Nets will live with that, but Antetokounmpo is
They
really
kind of made that a little easy
shooting
for
with
him, though.
confidence.
I feel like this wasn't about defense, personally. Like, seeing the highlights here, it's not the full game, but I feel like they just were like, both teams were like, just go hyper offense. Just break the other team down. See who gives first. But that start, though, Milwaukee was driving. It's getting a little slower, though, on the points. So they might be picking up on the defense a little bit.
He knew. He told us.
Middleton.
And that's
Oh.
exactly what they've done.
Durant has got Middleton.
He makes it look so
screen.
easy.
Durant
Again, 11-point difference, but Durant makes a 9 now. It's not bad. Oh, never mind.
5 minutes.
They're at 90.
Played here in the third quarter.
See, that's what I'm saying. Like, they're not making it less than 10 for long.
Lights it up from the outside. Another tray. Harden
Okay.
recovers. Now has to back
80
it
to
out.
91.
Shot clock is down to 4.
If Harden can get a 3,
Harden, step back 3. Bottom.
hey,
James Harden.
9. Oh, dude. All right, 10 again. Oh, buzzer beater. Hey,
Chance it. Post
97.
him up.
Fourth quarter.
A knockaway. Turnover
It's crunch
number
time.
5 for the Bucks.
I mean, they still got, 11 minutes, but
Harden
crunch
gets
time
the
right
step.
away.
Floats it up. Claxton with the
Not bad,
finish.
not bad. Okay.
One of the best interior
Not the prettiest bucket, but not bad.
defenders in
The
the NBA.
execution was clean.
Swing. Antetokounmpo to the rim.
See, that's what I'm saying. Giannis gets to the paint and then just like they just split for him.
Now with 3
like, all right,
Mills. Oh yeah, a 3-ball for Patty Mills.
triple digits. Oh wait, no, sorry, never mind. That was
Allen
Ness
picked
one.
up by Harris.
I got confused there for a second.
Swing.
Now
Connaughton.
triple digits.
Wild
Hey,
Pat Connaughton. The luck of the Irish.
luck of the Irish.
Grayson Allen can't answer.
This guy's
Rebound on Dylan Cooper.
Hey,
A one-man
I love
wrecking
Giannis'
crew.
buckets, man.
In transition there,
Here's the pass,
Durant
like,
went to the floor.
It's so clean.
Was slow
Sink.
getting back. Milwaukee able to find the open man.
That ends
Okay.
an 8-0 run.
109.
Mills has Middleton. They switch again.
Bro, they're almost at one. They're closer to getting to the like.
Look out. Left
Bro,
hand lunge.
111.
And the foul.
111 to 95. That's insane.
Bucks had a foul to
It's a
give.
home game, though. It is a
4:42 to
home
go.
game. It's a home
Durant.
game, but
For 2,
still,
that's
that's
pure.
nuts.
115 to 98. Bucks. 4 minutes to go. Durant, kaboom, a triple.
I mean, you got to get triple digits by the end of the game. Like Durant had to
Carter
make
got a
that.
piece. The cut.
That was an iffy pass, but all right, came in.
Gets upstairs.
Tough
bad.
guy, rebounds the ball, can defend, moves without the ball well. He's become a very
Bucks
good
won.
NBA player.
But like I said, you know,
Celebration night ends in a
Yeah.
win. for the
when it's an away game, though, not an away game. Sorry, when it's a home game
127-104.
for when it's a home game for the Nets, then we'll be talking. So, yeah, I mean, that was good. It was a eight ball, good for the Bucks. It wasn't great for the Nets, but it was interesting. Like I'm like, I think I don't know. Like I feel like a lot of people like obviously let's be honest, right? Let's be honest. The narrative is going to the Lakers. Narrative is 100% going to the Lakers. Even when they're losing, it's going to the Lakers. Like I'm fully aware of that. And that's just how the NBA is. If it's the Lakers, if it's the Celtics, if it's some other bigger market, it makes sense to go to them. The Nets, you got New York. It's Brooklyn, but basically it's become New York. No offense, Knicks fans, but it is what it is. But I mean, yeah, I think the main thing everyone's like going home about is like, okay, they, yeah, they still got it. They still got it. Don't get me wrong, like the Bucks haven't changed that much from when they won the championship. There's a few players here and there, that have gone. Like PJ Tucker's gone. He's in. That's another player that's in the Heat right now. Which the Heat's interesting. I'm gonna keep my eye on them, but I don't think they're gonna get to like. I'll leave predictions for later. I don't know if I'm gonna do predictions. Maybe I will. Maybe I won't. I don't know. I do it for football. I don't know about basketball. Basketball is a little different. I feel like the way basketball is, it's so tough to say predictions. Like it just doesn't work like that. It doesn't because like, and by football I mean soccer. Because like in soccer, it's literally just you got your table, which is like the regular season, and that's it. You don't have the playoffs. So playoffs, like North American sports with playoffs, it's different. Like some teams they switch on playoffs. Um, LeBron's one of those players, like regular season, he may not have like the cleanest sheet ever, but I mean, even if you hate LeBron, you gotta admit, in terms of playoffs, I mean, you got MJ, you got LeBron, Kobe, a few others, Kareem, like there's players that just they're different. They're different when they hit the playoffs. Like so, I mean, hey, it counts though. Every game, literally every single game counts. There's no dry period. There's no like we can let it slide. It's like no, that doesn't work. But yeah. Regardless, the Bucks still got it. I mean, if you guys want to put in the comments who you think's gonna win that Warriors or Lakers game, but by the time I post this, it will probably be tomorrow. In which case, that game's already happened. So maybe don't actually. I don't know what to say for the comments. Like, I guess. Actually, you know what? Yeah, when they play, and I'm saying regular season, I know they've had a game a week ago. I don't remember if that was a Nets game. I don't know if that was home for the Nets, but basically, when it goes back to the Nets home, like when it goes back to Brooklyn, uh, who you got? Who you got for that? Because I think, just a wild shot here, I think, well, the Nets can't afford to lose, but I think it'll be close, closer than this. I actually thought this would be closer. Because what did I say? I think it was like a 10-point difference. It ended up being like 20. It's kind of nuts actually. But hey, I think it'll be way closer. It'll be like 5 point difference or something like that, something nuts. But I think it's actually gonna go to the Bucks still. I think I'll go to the Bucks still because I feel like I don't know something about that playoffs. Like it wasn't the. Don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to say the playoffs was this best playoffs like in NBA like past 5 years. Like no, that's not true. But that was the Raptors one. But I mean, I'm Canadian. I gotta say that. But no, I'm not saying that like oh the playoffs was that was the best playoffs since then. Like no. But I mean it I feel like I feel like the Bucks, they went through that was like a rite of passage for them. They came from like, okay, let's go into this when they got knocked out like badly from who was it? Who was it that knocked them out last season? Not last season. You know what I mean? The playoffs before last playoffs. That was like because they lost like 1-4. What was it? I think I want to say it was the Mavericks, but I don't think it was. It was someone. It was someone they shouldn't have. Oh no, it was the Heat. It was the Heat, wasn't it? I think it was the Heat. They lost bad. They lost bad against the Heat, which is ironic because they swept the Heat after. But anyways, and then they won the championship. But yeah, I think this recent like playoffs, they from there, that's when they like changed. They changed up a little bit. So, but I mean, like there was a few new players and stuff. So yeah, I mean Middleton was on point. Giannis. I'm not gonna lie, the highlights were hella focused on Giannis. Like you had Harden and Durant kind of like splitting some of the spotlight, but I'll be honest, the spotlight wasn't really too much there on the Nets. But man, those highlights, I think like at least a minute and a half of like, well, no, at least like maybe like a quarter of the full highlights, so more than that, is just Giannis going to the paint and then just sinking buckets. Like it's crazy. I mean, it. I'm assuming they're kind of fair, but your highlights you cut, the best parts, or like the most showy and entertaining parts. So maybe they got more buckets divvied up from the Nets. Maybe Durant got more buckets. I'm not sure, but yeah, it seemed like Giannis went off on this game. So yeah, my personal opinion, I think they'll still win. Like I think the Bucks will win the next game too against the Nets at like away, but I could be dead wrong because I hope I'm wrong because I think it looks bad on the Nets a lot. But I get why they're doing the situation they're doing, why they're like Kyrie's in that situation. I don't want to like get too political about it. It's just it is what it is. But yeah. With that being said, if you liked this reaction to the highlights and you want to see more reactions, not just the highlights to the next game with the Warriors and Lakers, you want to see me actually do more basketball stuff on the channel. Uh, like, subscribe, hit the bell button. You know how it is. Get notified when videos come out right when your feed, and then you get to hear me talk about basketball if you want. I don't know why you would want to hear me talk about basketball, but it's here. It's here when you want it. So if you want to hear me say stupid stuff, then there you go. But it won't just be games and highlights. I'll probably react to like there's actually a lot of videos I haven't seen, but there's also a lot of videos I have seen. So you can pick and choose what you see in your feed. If you'll be like, oh shit, all right, well it's not actually just a highlight reaction. Yeah, he's doing something else, then like basketball related, then cool. But like I said, like the videos, so I know that you actually want to see more basketball stuff. Anyways, with that being said, I'll see you guys later, or we'll see you in the next game. So take care, peace, and goodbye.